It was a cold and rainy evening in the small town of Ravenwood. The streets were deserted, and those brave enough to venture out hurried to get home. In the heart of the town stood an old house known as the Shadow House. Locals avoided it, claiming it was haunted. Two friends, Alex and Sarah, decided to test their courage and explore the mysterious Shadow House. That night, the town lights cast long and eerie shadows on the house's walls, giving it a nightmarish appearance. As they cautiously stepped into the dark hallway, they felt enveloped by a heavy, palpable air. The walls creaked, and the windows trembled slightly, although there was no wind. A pale light guided them to an old cabinet filled with photographs and relics from the past. In each photograph, people's faces seemed frozen in expressions of fear. With each step, the atmosphere became more oppressive. They heard whispered voices, murmuring indecipherable words. Sarah felt as if someone was touching her hair, but when she turned her head, she saw no one. Worried, they decided to leave the house, but the doors seemed to close on their own. In a dark room, they found an old, dusty photo album. When they opened it, they were left breathless. The photos were of them in terrifying situations, but the memories were different. Their gazes were empty, staring into emptiness with despair. Terrified, they heard footsteps behind them. They turned and saw shadows of their own faces behind them. They were prisoners of malevolent memories trapped in their own house of terror. The doors closed behind them, isolating them in darkness. Unseen voices called them, and the room was surrounded by shadows that came to life. They tried to scream, but no sound came out. They were prisoners of a dark past, cursed to live beyond the real world. The next day, locals found the Shadow House empty and eerily quiet. Though the doors were open, no one dared to enter. The story of the two missing friends became a legend in the town of Ravenwood, and the house was left in ruins, a monument to the darkness hidden in the shadow of memories.